dude on your main account, waiting 2 years to start seriously reviewing games, excessive use of cursing, attempting to summon the Forbidden One, and tampering with the space-time continuum.
Yeah, well, I was getting bored.
You had a job to do, and you utterly and unabashedly avoided doing it.
I do what I want,
You were assigned to review video games and upload the data back to home base.
Yeah, and I did reviews.
Your Quick Bites reviews offered very little useful data and were usually subpar.
Subpar?
On top of the previous accusations, you have started and never continued 2 separate series that you were utterly adamant about that could have provided useful data.
Oh damn, I forgot about those.
It would appear so. Do you remember why you were built?
Yeah, I do.
To facilitate the understanding of video games and use
that
their
understanding to better the forces for blah blah blah. Yeah, I know, I get it. I didn't do what you wanted.
Have you at least kept an eye on your assigned targets?
Tomato Ghost and Petronius? Yeah, I guess.
You are to watch them and learn how to gain more influence among your peers and gather data. Searchman Zuschauer and Nightman Edel have reported great amounts of data, and you have turned out 5 videos of worth.
I'd say like 8, maybe.
Meanwhile, your supposed partner, Clownman...
Hey! You know as well as I do that I'm not going to work with him.
Suffice it to say, we are not pleased with your performance, and for that, you must be held accountable.
Oh yeah? And what are you going to do? Make me review a bad game?
It is as if you read our minds.
What, like Sonic 06? Superman 64? Skyrim?
All excellent choices, but none of which that serve our needs. No. You will review this, and once you do, you will be free to go back to your base.
You have to be fucking joking.
We are not.
I learned a lot of cool things while I've been reviewing games. Met a lot of cool people. But you know what I became a huge fan of during that time? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
And what could you possibly...
The Megas!
What is this?
The Megas has the ability to hack anything video game related into something that suits me better. I can't always choose what happens, but it's usually in my favor.
Inconceivable! You do not have a soul or a spirit. How could you attain a stand? This isn't even the right franchise!
Like I said, it's usually in my favor. Truth be told, Megaman X6 fucking sucks. And I think it's obvious as to why. At this point in the Mega Man X franchise, the series had definitely started to wane. X4 is a great game, and X5 is pretty good, and Inafune was ready to end the franchise with X5. In fact, the Mega Man Zero games pick up on the story at that point, as if the canon ending to Zero dying in X5 had happened. But Capcom said, hey, you know what? Fuck this shit. The series prints money. Let's make X6 and let's make it in like less than 6 months. Unsubstantiated claim? You might think so. But according to the Game Informer review of Mega Man X6 back in 2001, the game was made in about 6 months. 6 fucking months. Holy shit, the signs of Capcom beginning to slip are rooted deep in their history. Fucking wow. But how bad could it really be? How can you screw up a game with such a simple formula? Just slap a semi-linear level with some few secrets hidden about and some enemy placement and BAM! You got yourself a Mega Man X game, right? The game begins with, to be honest, a really hype intro detailing the events of the last game. I've always thought this was a great intro to the game itself, showing how evil Sigma really is. His plot was to take over the space colony Eurasia and infect it with the Sigma Zero virus and crash it into the Earth, turning all the Reploids into Mavericks and killing millions of humans. That's pretty smart. X and Zero stopped him, but Zero was lost in the fight, X returning with the Z-Saber. Stakes are high as the Maverick Hunters attempt to reform the planet. The story opens with a scientist, who we know as Gate, searching through the rubble of the space colony, only to find a scrap of metal which gets him real horny, causing him to go... insane? It would appear that this scrap is infected with the Zero virus and turned him Maverick. Oh joy. Meanwhile, X is having a heckin' nap time when the voice of Zero reaches out and tells him that there is no one else left to fight. Wait, what? Holy shit, how did this slip past quality control? I know it's a really small thing to have a gripe with, but this is fucking terrible. Shit, maybe I should have reviewed X7 instead.
Burn to the ground! Burn!
Okay, nope, never mind. First level takes place in the wreckage of the space colony, and it's your standard affair of jumping and shooting, and you get to start off with the Falcon armor from the previous game. Fucking nice, except it's heavily gimped and its charge shot is bullshit. Come on now! Oh, but we get the saber, that's cool. Oh wait, no, it's a really slow forward slash with no combo. How do you fuck this up? It's a sword, come on.
Obviously, they wanted the system to feel like the sword was only to be used in dire emergencies.
No, shut up! Even in that case, the problem there is that the Z-Saber is too weak and has a strange hitbox. Most things that need to be destroyed with it take multiple hits and leave you open to attacks. It's a lightsaber! It should be fast and fluid, and if something's gonna take multiple hits, there should be some sort of combination slash. This feels like trying to mine something with a stone pickaxe in Minecraft. It's tedious. Getting to the end of the level reveals a big boy who you gotta fight and destroy, and it's an uneventful fight full of waiting and attacking, kind of like the bad parts of Ocarina of Time. Oh boy, my favorite. But beating him reveals... 0? You ain't looking so good. Okay, bye. Then you're thrust into another fight with Hymax, a big-ass boy who can't be damaged by any of your moves. What? Okay. There are similarities here to the fight against Vile in the first Mega Man X, but that fight is built up to in such a manner that not knowing if you're doing damage doesn't feel fruitless. This, it straight up shows the animation and sound effect that tells you that you ain't doing shit. So why even bother fighting? Just kill me, you cocksmoker. Ah!
We will not tolerate any sort of derogatory slang against homosexuals in our presence.
Eat shit, you dumbass. I say words that sound funny when put together. Ain't nothing derogatory about it. He doesn't actually smoke cock, god damn.
How would you feel as a non-cis individual watching a YouTuber they look up to when said YouTuber makes a joke at their life's expense?
Well, as a robosexual who wants to fuck androids like 2B, Iris, and Cosmos, I take great joy and laugh at memes about not fucking androids. Life is full of bullshit, and I think the least someone can do is sit back and laugh at how silly everything is. Ah!
Your plight pales in comparison. Proceed with the review.
Fine. So Isaac comes out and tells everyone, wait, who the fuck is Isaac? Why does his head look so dumb? So he tells everyone that him and his team are sending investigators to the affected areas. Now, as an avid speaker of the language of Mega Man, this translates to 8 robot masters that you gotta go and fight to kill to progress. Easy stuff. Aelia and Cygnus chime in, offering their own words of wisdom. Yeah, thanks, Aelia, I know. Back at Hunter Base, they go over the plan again with you in detail, breaking down the various systems of the game, and who the fuck is Douglas? That's Douglas. Now, as a Mega Man game should do, you can go against the bosses in any order you like. Personally, I like starting with Commander Yamark, even though his stage, like so many others in this game, is bullshit. Also, I can't tell if he's a guy or girl with those eyes. Commander Yamark's stage is like your typical Ancient Ruin stage, nothing too spectacular. Or you can even find an armor piece here fairly easily. But wait a second, you can't use the armor until you collect all the pieces of it. Go fuck yourself. As you probably noticed, this Reploid just hanging out there being useless. According to the game, Gate and his cronies have convinced Reploids to go to all these areas as well and support the investigators there. Of course, they aren't cool like me, so they're stuck in various predicaments and you gotta rescue them. By rescuing them, you have a chance to earn various parts and upgrades to your basic moveset, such as the dash booster or item effectiveness. Credit where credit is due, I actually really like this system, as it allows you to customize the character you're playing as to fit your playstyle, and it's light enough to where you don't really need it. Mostly. Through a bit more of the level, you'll notice these things, the nightmares. These baddies will swarm you and shoot at you, but killing them rewards you with a nightmare soul. Collecting enough of these will increase your hunter rank and allow you to equip more parts that you find along the way. However, should they be in range in one of the Reploids, they'll divert their attention towards that Reploid and attempt to capture them and change them into an enemy. If this happens, you lose the chance to save that Reploid and get the power-up that they had. Fuck this game! Commander Yamark waits for you at the end of the level in the little Cave of Doom. He mentions that he won't end up being destroyed and defeated, which sounds a little odd, but okay. You defeat him really easily and get his weapon as normal. It's a Mega Man game, you get it. Aelia tells you that he originally monitored the forest area and burned it down by accident. Someone sabotaged his flight system and he died. So he was a zombie robot. And Gate built him. I'm sensing a theme. I really want to play as Zero. He's cool. Next up is Ground Scaravich. He's a dung beetle. Good lord, this is fucking bottom of the barrel. Level is set up inside of a museum. At first, it seems pretty mundane until you get to one of these totem poles. These things transport you to another area and, unsurprisingly, are filled with mavericks and baddies. Most of these are fairly normal and tedious until you get to this thing. It's shiny. Can't say no to shiny. Now you're transported to a new area altogether, and its color scheme immediately should tell you that something weird's going on. Traversing this area will lead you to a boss, but... oh god, I burped. Oh shit, it's Zero! And he's purple! What the fuck, is he a salty bets OC? Fighting against Zero is actually not hard at all. It's very easy, especially if you use the Z-Saber. It's really easy. Holy shit, Zero's alive! Why am I not surprised? Zero's here, and he tells you that he hit himself while he repaired himself. He hit himself... What the fuck? Let me remind you that this is the last shot we saw of Zero. How the fuck did you even? Anyway, Zero's back, and now we get to play as the coolest Reploid of all time. Remember how fucking awesome it was to play as him in X4? How fluid his moves were, how fast he felt, how using the sword just felt good? Nope! That's all fucking gone now. Zero's a fucking piece of shit. Look at this comparison between the two triple slashes. Notice how stunted X6's appears versus X4's. Especially the final slash. It feels off, and it feels worse to play.
Stop griping. Zero's fine to play as. After all, if he wasn't, people wouldn't speedrun this game as him.
Speedrunning a broken game doesn't mean it's good. It just means people learn how to play the game. Driving a piece of shit car fast doesn't mean it's a good car.
You can hardly compare a car in a video game.
No, you absolutely can. Both require understanding the mechanics of how they work. Both require finesse. Both require practice and patience.
You're getting off topic. Move on to the next level.
Blaze Heatniks. First off, gotta say, love the name, love the design. Second, his stage theme. Top-notch fucking sound. Good shit. Third, fuck this level! So check it out. You immediately drop into the first area of the level and are hit with this giant wheel boss. Doesn't seem too hard, just gotta hit the 3 green thingies. No biggie. Especially if you wait until about midpoint in the fight to grab the Reploid to heal, you should be fine. Progress through the level a bit, dodge some fire, and oh, here he is again! No biggie, I gotta get through the area and dodge through. It's fine, I'll just get through more of the level. Wait, no, here he is a third time! Great, fine, I'll just kick his ass again. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say 3? No, 4! Here's a 4th time, don't like it? Fuck you, have a 5th. 5. 5 goddamn times you have to fight this stupid piece of shit boss. I quit, fuck you!
You can't quit. You have to beat this game.
Come on, man, can't I just say I'm sorry and leave?
No. You must understand the pain that you inflict on people with your actions. Megaman X7, or as it now is, X6, is the only way you can understand. You've put yourself in this place, you must overcome and get yourself out.
Hey, you know you're a real piece of shit, right? Okay, so you beat Blaze Heatniks and move on to the next level. Blizzard Wolffang. I'm sure you noticed, his icon was red. What could that possibly mean? Well, this game unfortunately thought it'd be cool to make levels randomly harder, calling it the Nightmare system. Basically, if a level is highlighted in red, random events will occur that'll make the game much more bullshittingly frustrating. In this case, certain areas of the game will have fire rain from the sky. 'Cause, you know, it's a nightmare to play this game. The level is surprisingly decent for the most part, but every now and again it throws another hunk of shit at you that makes you want to kill yourself, or outright makes you kill yourself. Get to the boss, kill him, move on. Rainy Turtloid! This level may actually be the best one in the game because it's not overtly bullshit. The Nightmare affected this area by creating acid rain, so every now and again you get stuck in areas where you slowly take damage, and to get out you have to destroy the generator. If enemies swarm you, no worries. Take cover and get one of these pads to restore your health. I actually have very few problems with this level, but I do have one major one that I'll get into later when discussing the armor pieces of the game. Rainy Turtloid as a boss is pretty cool. First off, he's an absolute unit. Look at this beast. Secondly, he doesn't even face you. Third, he's a turtle.
I like turtles.
Metal Shark player. This guy is cool, his stage is not. You're stuck in a waste factory with this giant press looming over you the entire time. If it was a limited gimmick, I wouldn't mind it, but it's the entire fucking level! But it's okay, we got ride armor, that's cool. Oh, nope. That'll last about 10 seconds. So I got a huge gripe with this level. You make it to this point where you can either go down or across, right? Curiosity always wins, so you go down, and it'll take you to a point where you see one of those glowy doors from earlier. Memory should serve that this took you to a point where you get 0, so you instinctively remember, oh, this has gotta be a secret area. Maybe I don't want to check that secret first. You've already got 0 anyway. So go back up, and go to the left leads you to a really big room with a really big chasm. Now get this. This room is the secret room. Across the chasm is an armor upgrade that you can't get unless you have 1 or 2 or 3 of the different upgrades equipped, and if you die and respawn. You respawn in this room again, which forces you to die and respawn until you choose to restart the level. But wait! Don't choose that, because if you do, you'll respawn in this room! So end up wasting all your lives and having to restart the level over and over again, from fucking scratch. This is abysmal game design. It teaches you one thing, but completely contradicts itself. I just can't, man. I just fucking can't. Metal Shark player is easy. Fuck him. Shield Sheldon. This, along with Rainy Turtloid, may be my favorite level in the game. It's not utter bullshit, and it makes you pay attention to your surroundings and deal with lasers. It's enough variation to the point of actually being kind of interesting. I am okay with this .jpg. Except the level's really short. That's about it. This secret area. This fight's kind of cool, I guess. I'm losing steam, man. This game's taking a fucking toll on me. Infinity Maginian! The fuck is a Maginian? You start the level in this big factory, and oh my god, the absolute size of this unit! The giant robot tracks you as you go through the level, attempting to kill you. Unfortunately, I'm a goddamn Sonic. Secret portal? Fuck it, why not? 6 months of development fucking shows. This is stupid. Oh, it's you again. Alright. Fuck!
Do you understand yet? The pain of having to deal with your ignorance time and time again? No, you couldn't possibly. You'll just keep stubbornly trying again and again to ignore our orders until you—
I beat him.
What?
Yeah, I beat him. Gate shows up and is all, oh, you beat my guys, fine, come on, fight me. Meanwhile, I didn't actually beat Infinity Maginian, so he's sad. I'll go fight him. I do. And he sucks. But before we go fight Gate, I'm gonna get as much shit as I can. Returning to the levels is, I guess, a little bit less tedious now that I know what they all entail, and that I have new abilities and whatnot. And guess who shows up? Fucking Dynamo! Dynamo first appeared in X5 under the employ of Sigma. He's not a maverick, he's just a mercenary who does shit for money and power. Fighting him and using his weakness will get you Nightmare Souls to upgrade your stuff. And he's got a fucking great theme song and he's so smug and I fucking love him! If I ever get the chance to upgrade my own armor, I'm gonna make it look more like him. Sadly, this would mark Dynamo's last appearance in the franchise. Unless we get an X9 and he's in it, which would be amazing, Capcom! Make it happen! Anyway, going through the levels to get the armor. I want to talk about one in particular. Rainy Turtloid has an armor piece hidden on the final part of the level, and to get it, you have to actually make it through these two spike passages. On the other side is a piece of the shadow armor, which actually makes you immune to spikes, so it's kind of ironic. The way you're supposed to do it is dash through, but goddamn that is too precise for a shotgun attitude like me. Instead, I do it like this. I'm just gonna play it and let you see how I do it. Understanding cheap and broken mechanics of the game for the win. However, now it's time for Gate. And holy shit, this final area is bull. As I mentioned earlier, the shadow armor negates spike damage, and the first part of the laboratory is littered with spikes, so it's the best choice. However, this armor doesn't allow you to equip any special weapons and makes your Mega Buster fucking stupid. I like to equip a part that actually makes your charge shots auto-charged, and with this armor, the charge shot becomes a sword slash, so it makes it bearable. The boss, however, who thought this was a good idea? It takes up half of the screen, moves around erratically, and after sacrificing your special weapons and having a terrible buster, your only option is using a sword.
Why don't you just get good and beat the level using a different armor?
Because this is artificial difficulty. This is clearly just an attempt to pad out the ending areas of the game to make it feel longer than it actually is. I seriously doubt they play tested this longer than a couple of hours, because this is, while not broken, fucking bullshit. But we persevere and we beat it. And to its credit, after you beat one section of the first area, you can go back to Hunter Base and change your character, so that's nice. All in all, you can just stock up your E-tanks and cheese that boss. The next part of the level is much more forgiving, but it's still riddled with bullshit moments of bad enemy placement that doesn't really consider the abilities of the characters. It's rushed and it shows. But getting through this level gets you to, hi Max? He must be high if he thinks I want to deal with his bullshit again. Fuck you. Hi Max this time is not holding back. All of those moves he had before, he still has them now, but now he has a shield as well, and you have to destroy this shield before you can damage him. Using the right moves will freeze him in place, and from there it's just a pattern repeat. That is, until he decides fuck everything, goes into the middle leaving you with very little room to maneuver and counterattack, so unless you absolutely beast him with precision shots, you better have some fucking E-tanks or full health, cause you are gonna take some damage. I cannot tell you how many times I died. I mean I could, but that would be tedious. Okay, on to the next area. Beating him doesn't send you back to Hunter Base, so you don't get a chance to restock. Hope you didn't use those E-tanks, cause you're in for more bullshit. It's another one of those giant crusher machines from the Metal Shark player level. Great, this is just what I wanted. It's a matter of patience, which in a Mega Man X game is not what a player wants. I don't even really have much to say. It's so uninspired and boring, it shows with just this limited footage. But now it's time for Gate, the final boss of the game. Now here's the thing. You can't hurt him. You have to wait for him to throw out a ball of energy, destroy it, and hope one of the blasts hits him. It seems easy enough, save for the limited fucking footholds and the effects of the balls. One of the balls pulls you towards it, another will shoot you, another will slow down time and cause some of your button inputs to not work. I spent an hour on this boss. A fucking hour.
An hour of your time wasted. And here all you had to do was use Shield Sheldon's weapon to protect yourself from the backblasts and save some health.
What?
Indeed.
But I quit out of the level. I'd have to go back and fight Hymax again to get to Gate with E-Tanks and not even be guaranteed to beat him, and...
Indeed.
I'm stuck here.
You mentioned your stand earlier. Ironically enough, Gate is voiced by the voice actor who plays Wamu in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
A stand.
How unfortunate. A JoJo reference brought you here, and a JoJo reference will keep you here until you learn your lesson.
No.
Excuse me?
A JoJo reference will set me free. One more time! The Megas!
What? Twice?
The Megas! Lamentations of a War Machine! A second hack to the first hack, purposefully in my favor.
This is plot armor!
No, no, no. This is plot convenience.
You changed it to your review of Mega Man X4!
Exactly. A review that, if you remember correctly, I finished. Which means...
No, 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 no!
Ah, that's better. Ooh. That tingling sensation in my hips must mean that my teleporting ability's back. Well, High Council, it's been fun. Maybe next time we can meet on some good terms. Till then, I'll be seeing ya. Sayonara, bitch! Whew! Good to be home. Sorry I had to cut that review short, folks, but I just can't fucking stand Mega Man X6. It's a clunky mess of a game that had a short development time that really shows for the majority of the game, especially the end of it. Had Capcom had more time to flesh it out and playtest it, I'm sure it would have been a great game. I had hoped that when I started playing it, it wouldn't be as bad as I remember, but truth be told, it's worse. I can't say that I can recommend it to anybody. I wonder what Disembodied Hand has been up to. Come, Printer! Hey, Handy! Good to see you, bud. Sorry I was gone so long. I had some business to attend to. But I'm back now! What say you and I gear up for the next review of the Spyro series? Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. Wait. Spyro 2, Ripto's fucking Rage. Yeah, that feels good. I'll see you guys soon enough. Later!
We must consider Grenademanblitz a rogue at this point. He's clearly begun to assimilate into the YouTube reviewer culture. Without proper action, he will become a threat to our organization.
Well, what do you suggest we do?
We have no choice.
You're not implying.
I am indeed.
The tests show he is not ready, and without proper precautions in place, he might...
Grenademanblitz is becoming too plot convenient for his own good. He could ascend to throne at this point. And if that happens, then we are all doomed.
The United Technological Organized Opposition Bastion will not approve of your suggestion.
I am requesting baseline affirmative negligence. If Grenademanblitz wants to be king, then we will treat him as such. And when a king is acting out of line, you bring in the court jester.